Imagine building 4 real businesses even before you graduate across B2C, AI, and content. All of this while you get real industry mentorship and a chance to pitch to VCs. That is what Nessa's 4-year UG program is all about. Sign up.
Hello everyone. I hope I'm live. Please confirm. Are you able to see me and see my black screen behind? And are you able to hear me properly? Please confirm. Hello Aishman. Rahul Aduds, Shardul Patil, Rubal, Nebula, Sri Vishnu. Hello everyone. Hello, good evening. Hare Krishna. So I hope you are able to see me. Fine. Yes, Sri Vishnu is confirming. Yes, that's good. And I was just recounting that your CAT is approaching very soon, very fast. 1 week of July also has passed, isn't it? 1 week of July also has passed. So just 3 weeks of July, then August, September, October. In November last week, most probably you will be having your exam, right? So almost 4.5 months at max you are having, right? So this is the most crucial time when you are supposed to put your 100% efforts, right? And also increase the bar of that 100%. Are you ready with that? So how is your preparation going on? So before starting with today's session, I would love to have your present situation. So how is your preparation going on? Yes, I'm seeing here in the comments. Okay, Ayushman says 30% syllabus still pending. Fine, so that means 70% you have done. That's more than enough. You know that in CAT, your scoring doesn't go up to 70%, right? Even the toppers, even the 100% don't get 70%. Rarely 1 or 2 may be there, right? So on an average, if you get even 30% score, you are almost 99 percentile. And if you get above 50% marks, then you are 99.99 percentile, right? So 70% is very good. Anshu in batch 2 of iQuanta, wonderful. So your syllabus, I hope you are going along with the batch. Sometimes students have a lot of backlog. So consistently you need to work on that, right? Sri Vishnu, unable to balance work and study. Yes, that's good situation. You are struggling, right? Vishnu, you are struggling. So if you are struggling, that means you are trying to make balance. And that continue to try, that is the most essential requirement. It is not expected that you will be solving all the problems. That's not possible always, right? Sometimes you will be able to solve, sometimes you won't be able to, right? But what is required is that we persevere. Persevere is the important word. Lage raho. Right? Be consistent. And keep on trying, try again, right? Try again. You may fail at times, that happens, but try again, and you will succeed at last, right? That's an English proverb, isn't it? So that's a good thing that you are struggling, Vishnu. Okay, Nidhi, I have taken lectures but not able to score in mocks. See, Nidhi, you are scoring something, of course, but when you compare with others, that may not be very palatable, right? And maybe even the numbers which you are getting for yourself, they may not match the marks you used to get in your previous exams, right? CAT is a different exam. Don't compare it with your previous scores in your schools or college or different things, right? Don't compare your score with your other fellow aspirants. So just see that whether you are making progress step by step or not. In the first mock, you got some marks. In next mock, are you coming out of the mistakes which you had done in the previous mock? Right? So gradually you need to improve. Right? As some Ayushman was talking about the syllabus. So the syllabus, the topics which you have not covered, have you done that? Have you practiced enough questions? Are you able to apply the concepts? Right? So that's why practice, let me write. So persevere, consistent and regularly practice. So these are the, this is your prescription basically, right? Let me consider as a CAT doctor and you are all CAT patients. So, so that is a prescription of the doctor. Any doctor of CAT will give you this prescription that you need to persevere, lage raho, be consistent, right? There will be failures, but don't take it as judgmental. It is not the final thing, right? So final thing will be your success if you will continue. That is required. And meanwhile, there will be ads. I think I'm having an ad in front of my screen now. Okay, Nebula ji. Before that, Neha is saying that my quant is a bit pending. Pending means you have not done your syllabus or something. No problem. Start now, right? See, why I'm asking what your situation is that you should tell yourself, I'm not going to remember that, right? I'm not going to remember even your names. So when I'm asking you what is your present situation, what is the situation of your preparation right now? So purpose is that you must tell yourself. See, now in this online media, teachers are not able to check every student. I remember in the duration of, in the tenure of when we were having offline classes, we used to have students in front of us. Then we could see the student's face and we could see that what that person is doing, what is going on in the student's mind, how much the student is understanding, whether this person is doing his work or not, where the student is facing the difficulties, like that, right? But now in the present situation, it is not possible from our side, right? So you need to do the major task. So I'm making you think about your preparation. Where do you stand? What are your shortcomings? And now try to work on that, right? You know what you can do. And wherever you need help, we are here for you only, right? And these sessions are meant for that purpose only. ठीक है ना? So I'm sure you will take help from that. So Neha, your syllabus is pending, so certainly go for that. You know what you need to do. And Nebula is saying, I'm performing better in arithmetic. Nice. In algebra, I'm feeling that I am falling short. Nebula, again, that's an honest submission which you are making. But let me tell you one more thing. Arithmetic and algebra, these are two totally different things. Arithmetic, you will always be more comfortable because it is commonsensical, it is basic thing. And algebra is more mathematical, right? So, your comfort level in algebra, I don't think that it can ever be equal to your comfort level in arithmetic. You will always be more comfortable in arithmetic, right? The common thing is that it is commonsensical, it is basic thing, right? But in algebra, it is more mathematical. It is not to be used in your regular life. But the stories, the different things, the different type of questions in arithmetic, they are more common type of things you would see all around you, right? So your comfort level will always be more in arithmetic. So don't compare these two like that. But yes, your basics of algebra should also be strong. Today we will be solving some questions from algebra and arithmetic both. Okay? So it's good. As I said earlier also, try to identify your shortcomings, where you are lacking, and try to work on them. Okay, na? Okay, Vishnu, I enrolled into Forward 15 today. What actually is it about? It's good sessions that you will be having interaction with faculties. What more you want? And by the way, there are so many other things also in Forward 15. Those who have not enrolled, it is basically for everyone. Those who are already existing students of iQuanta, they are also going to attend. And those who are not yet students of iQuanta, who are preparing themselves or who have enrolled somewhere else. So it's for everyone, right? So it is, I think there is a small token fee also for that, but you are going to get much more than that, right? And so many things you are going to get other than the live sessions, live interaction with the faculties. Other than that, there are so many other things also. So you can check the complete details in our website, iQuanta.in, right? So it's a good thing that you have done that. What else? Let me see. Tan theta, अरे वाह अच्छा नाम है. मेरे पास प्रीमियम है. Advanced nahi aate. What is that? I don't understand that, tan theta. What do you mean by that? Adults, basic chal raha hai sir. Badhiya hai. See, even if you are able to solve the basics question na, you are certainly above 90 percentile. You are within the range of 90 to 95 percentile. Even if you are just doing the basics questions, basic variety of questions, basic concept, that is more than sufficient. There is no need to rush into the toughest quality of questions, right? If your basics are not good, if your basics are done, you are done with the basics, then move to the next level, right? So unless your basics are very, very strong, don't rush towards the difficult questions, because they are just going to increase your difficulties. They are just going to increase your unrest, right? You will not be peaceful. ठीक है ना? So work on your basics, solve the basic questions, right? The questions which involve the basic concepts. So when your basic concepts become stronger and strong and strong, and you are very confident in that, then you should move to the typical questions, tricky questions, difficult questions from that particular topic. Fine. And even if you don't go that, still there is no loss, because you are certainly above 90 percentile for sure, because the majority students are not able to even do that. That happens. That's a reality. Fine. So I hope that should satisfy you, adults. And then I have Anshu. I have attempted 2 months for my quanta. I'm getting less score in quants comparatively with VARs in LRDI. Again, wrong comparison. In the next mock, it may be completely vice versa. Hai na? It may be completely vice versa. So don't compare your score with any other section, with any other type of scores, with anyone else's scores. You just compare that whether you are improving in the number of wrong attempts, whether it is decreasing or not, and the number of questions which you are able to do, the topics which you are unable to touch in the previous mock. So whether you have worked on them that or not, whether you are able to solve the questions from that topic or not, that is a parameter to check yourself, right? Because if one section is easier, you will be able to solve more questions, right? If one section is difficult, then you will not be able to solve much questions, right? So the most important criteria is, let me write here, that your number of wrong attempts should decrease. Wrong attempt should decrease. That is the first priority. That is the first priority. Second priority is that your attempts should increase. Number of attempts, total number of attempts, that should increase. But again, this is second priority. This is a second step. First priority is that your wrong attempt should decrease. See, total number of attempts would increase or not. It depends on 2 things. One thing is in your hand, which is that you are more comfortable in more concepts. You are comfortable. Your conceptual clarity is increasing, right? Your conceptual clarity, you are increasing, right? But the second thing is the difficulty level of paper, which is beyond your control. Difficulty level of the section, difficulty level of test. It is not in your control, right? It is not in your control. So even if your conceptual clarity is good, it is increasing, but the test section is very difficult. In that case also, you won't be able to increase your number of attempts, and that won't be required also, right? So what is the most important aspect and the parameter to check whether you are improving? So what you can check from the mocks is that whether your number of wrong attempts are decreasing or not, right? You need to work on that. You need to work on that. Are you getting my point? So that is the most important criteria. Don't compare with other sections. Don't compare with anyone else's score. Just check yourself. Fine? So that's how you can always progress. Okay, let me see what else. Anshu, I have already talked about. Batman, is iQuanta CAT marks difficulty level as per the CAT exam difficulty level? That's not a good question, Batman. Do you know what is the difficulty level of CAT? No one can know, right? Because it is not fixed. Difficulty level can never be fixed. So don't think about that, I would suggest. Fine? So whatever test you are getting, your objective should be to give your best attempt. That's it. That should be your target. You should be satisfied that I did justice with my performance. That's the only thing, right? If it is difficult test, you won't be able to do much questions. If it is an easier test, you should be able to do all questions. Why not, right? So in CAT also, you can see varying difficulty levels. I have attempted more than 10 times. I think 12, 13 times I have attempted CAT in a tenure of 2 decades, in 20 years. So 12, 13 or maybe 15, around 15. So in those 12 to 15 attempts in CAT, I have encountered different difficulty level tests. My first test was in 2008. That was a paper-based test. That was the last paper-based test of CAT, and that was extremely difficult. That was my first attempt. And after that, it went computer-based test, and there was drastic changes. There were very easy tests. Gradually, difficulty level was increasing, then suddenly dropped, then increasing, then dropped. There are various varieties, right? So don't compare. Don't think any mock test is up to the mark of CAT or not. How does it matter? How does it matter? You just need to see whether you are improving in your part or not. ठीक है ना? Okay, what else? Rahul Batra, 80% accuracy. Good, 72% marks is a good one. Yes, no problem. See, Rahul, so not Batra, it's Beria. Rahul, so you got the idea that you are getting 80% accuracy. But are you sure that you are going to maintain that? You don't know, right? You don't know which questions you attempted wrongly, right? Your target should be to work on this. So which 20% questions, where you lose those 20% marks, right? So try to work on that, right? And try to improve this accuracy. That should be your objective in the mock test. Fine. So otherwise, whatever you have done, you should be satisfied that I did justice to my performance. I did my best, right? And I need to improve my best, right? I need to enhance my best. I hope you are getting that. Okay, 2-3 more things and we should start the questions now. That's enough discussion. आशिका जैन, मैंने अभी 1 वीक पहले ज्वाइन किया है, just basic पे हूँ. Fine, perfectly fine. And slow and steady wins the race. Yes, be steady. This is prescription for you, Ashika ji. And Nebula, thank you. Will try my best. Wonderful. And Neha, in quants, my performance is low. Please tell me, let me know how to improve. Prescription has already been given, Neha. Same thing. It's same prescription for everyone, right? But everyone is a different person. So of course, the results would be different for every person. So for some people can speed up very fast. Some people take time, right? So depending upon your situation, you need to improve. That is the only criteria. That is the only requirement, right? Never compare with others. I'm repeating this again and again. Never compare with others. It's not a competition with others. It is competition with yourself. You need to become a better version of yourself. Let me write. This is a good statement. You know? Be a better version of yourself. Try to be better version of yourself. And if you are successful in that, even a small extent, even to a small extent, if you are successful in this to become a better version of yourself, that is the real success. You will be satisfied. Yes, that I did something better, right? And that is what is required. Don't compare with others. There would be others who are much sharper than you. There will be people who are who do not stand in front of you, right? There will be all kind of persons always, right? So you just need to work on yourself so that you can become a better version of yourself. I hope you get that. ठीक है ना? हाँ, सागर जी बोल रहे हैं मोटिवेशन बाहर से ले लेंगे, हमें तो क्लास शुरू करते हैं. ओके, परफेक्टली फाइन. आई वाज आल्सो थिंकिंग दैट. लेट्स स्टार्ट द क्वेश्चंस नाउ. सो हाँ, रूपक इज आल्सो सेइंग दैट. परफेक्टली फाइन. गुड, लेट्स स्टार्ट. I'll do questions enough for quants. So yes, certainly. Now, Batman, if you are comfortable in that section, then you can proceed further. Okay, so today's agenda is to solve some CAT level questions, practice questions from quant section. So we'll be solving some PYQs, previous year questions, and questions based on them also. Some actual PYQs and some questions based on PYQs, which is almost same thing. So it's a quant session, so we are going to discuss all the topics like arithmetic, algebra, numbers, like that. And all of you know that majority, almost 50 to 60% of paper, rather sometimes up to 70% of the questions we are going to get from these two sections, arithmetic, algebra, because they are having a lot of topics, right? So this will be our primary main thing, and after that we also have numbers, geometry, number system, geometry, modern math, specifically permutation, combination. So all sort of questions we'll be discussing today. Fine. So are you ready for the first question? I will be giving you some time to solve and after that we shall discuss. ठीक है? Excellent, Neha. All the best. it's fine, Rubal. Thank you for your intervention, but it's fine. Don't mind, Sagar. Nikita is asking, when will the class be over? I think first let's start it, Nikita. First, let's start the questions. Rupesh, I'm talking about iQuanta's last batch classrooms. When will it start? Acha, you are talking about last batch class. Last batch, Rupak, I don't know which is last batch, which is first batch. So what should I suggest? I think you should connect our there's the iQuanta members would be there in this chat also. Otherwise, you can message on our website there. They will give you the exact details. Fine. Okay, so I'm starting the first question. So no problem, Sagar. No problem. Yes. I accept that day only, Sagar. That's what I said. Fine. So just chalo. So here is the first question for all of you. And let's see who wins the race. This is a question from race. Let's see who wins the race. Nikita Pandir, tentatively our time would be up to 5 to 7, right? So close to 7 or maybe 5-10 minutes before that. Fine. So that would be the ideal time. By the way, you are free whenever you wish to leave. You can. No issues. I would just expect everyone to write some short review or your feedback for the session before you leave. Right? So right now, answer this question. Okay, Aditya is asking what is dead heat. So dead heat means draw. So those who don't know, you should know that is a required situation, required thing. So dead heat means draw. Or you can also say tie. I hope you know, you are familiar with these words. Vaishnavi, I just answered that. You need to connect with our iQuanta admission team. They will be able to tell you the details. Are Nidhi is asking what is head start. Okay. So head start means allowing the opponent to move ahead prior the race starts. Before the race begins, you can say. Before the race begins. I hope that makes it clear, Nidhi. So head start means allowing the opponent to move ahead. A-H-E-A-D. Ahead. Before the race begins. Fine. Okay. So I am Toby sir. 5 बार आंसर दे रहे हैं भाई, एक साल में एक ही बार कैट दे पाओगे, 5 बार नहीं देने का है. But good, so you are giving answer 0.5%, option C, and Sagar, Sri Vishnu, Noel Nebula, everyone is giving same answer. Good. Neha also says same. Fine, so I am just waiting a few more answers. Not anyone has different answer. Good. Everyone is giving same. Okay, would anyone suggest how did you get this answer? एक साल में 5 बार कैट तो मैं नहीं दिए हूं टोबी जी। ये आप हमसे क्या सीख लिए? अच्छी चीज सीखो भाई, कुछ गलत सीखे तो मत सीखो। यस, परसेंटेज इंक्रीज, एग्जैक्टली। Yes, so B will have to increase the speed as the ratio of distance covered. Exactly, exactly. See, so I hope everyone is done now. Let's discuss. I've prepared for bank account. It will bank exam. Will it be give me an upper hand? Upper hand I can't say far, but certainly it will be helpful. You will be familiar with many topics, right? At least that benefit will be there. But whether you will be having upper hand or not, it depends upon your level, right? Yes, bunny has to go now 900 meter, previous was 800. Exactly, Nebula. Wonderful, wonderful. Excellent. Oh, yes, good, good. Your answer is correct and your learning is also perfect, fine, perfectly all right. But my point was that there was no need to write your answer multiple times. That's what I was pointing towards. Anyway, your answer is correct and the reasoning is also correct as written by here Nebula ji. So this is very simple things, very simple question and could have been answered within seconds without even writing. No need to write, just write the answer. It's as simple as that. But how to develop that approach? So the most important part in this question of time, speed and distance. This is a question from time, speed, distance, which is the topic of this is chapter of time arithmetic only. And in time, speed, distance also there are varieties of questions. So out of this, it is a question of races, right? Normally it is called races, or sometimes it is called linear races. Okay. So now what is the requirement here? We need to know the jargon, the important terms associated with the topic. For example, some of you were not aware about dead heat. Some of you are not aware about head start. We need to know the meanings of these words, right? These phrases. So dead heat ka matlab tha draw. When two runners are reaching the end point at same time, that is called a draw. You know that, fine. So in these questions, so generally this term is used, dead heat, fine. And similarly, this head start, as I already mentioned. So head start means if a runner is at starting position, and if this one runner is giving a head start to the opponent, that means this person is allowing the opponent to move some extra distance before the race starts. That means the starting points are different now, although the ending point is same. The reaching point, finish point is same, but the initial point, the starting points are changed now. Fine. Now let's see the situation. Now the third step is, after reading the statements carefully, we need to read the statement carefully. Read carefully. Right? Know the terms, the jargon. Jargon means the terms associated with that topic, that variety of questions. And the third thing is, draw the diagram to visualize what is given and what is being asked. Visualize. So for visualization, what you need to do? You need to draw. So in time, speed and distance, it is always beneficial. So as I've just drawn the diagram, so this is some racing track. How much is the length? It is a 1 kilometer race, right? It's 1 kilometer race. So let me write 1 kilometer, or basically 1000 meter. I can write 1000 meter. Fine. So this is 1000 meter track length. Now Sam gives Bunny a head start of 200 meter. So this is Sam and this is Bunny. And this 200 meter head start has been given. This is 200 meter. That means Sam has to travel 1000 meter, but this Bunny has to travel only 800 meter. Is that clear? It's obvious thing now. Fine. Now, yes, that's perfectly fine, Ayushman. What else? What else? Hey, no need to be sorry, Toby. It's fine. Okay, so okay, so Sam and Bunny participate in a race of 1 kilometer. So that is the total track length. Now Sam gives Bunny a head start of 200 meter. That means Bunny is starting from 200 meter ahead. That means he is to cover only 800 meter. That is his target distance. And for Sam, it is still 1000 meter. Now what happens? Due to which the race ends in a dead heat. So race ends in a dead heat. We have already talked about that. That means both the runners reach the finish point at the same time, right? So it means their speed is not same, right? Their speed is not same. Of course, Bunny is traveling less distance, Sam is traveling more distance, but they are traveling the distance in same time, right? So the time taken is same. Time taken is same. So we know the simple relation between distance, speed and time. The distance is equal to speed multiplied with time. Fine. So if time is same or time is constant, so that means the distance traveled ratio would be equal to the speed ratio. So here speed of Sam and speed of Bunny would be in the ratio of the distance traveled by Sam and distance traveled by Bunny. Yes or no? Is that clear? Because speed is this time taken is constant, so whatever distance they would be traveling, that would be directly proportional to their speed. So speed ratio would be equal to the ratio of the distances traveled. Is it right? Is it clear to everyone? ठीक है ना? Now let's see what happens. So do we know the distances they are traveling? Yes, 800 and 1000. 800 meter by Bunny and 1000 meter by Sam in same amount of time. So that gives me the speed ratio. That gives me the speed ratio. So when Sam is traveling 1000 meter, in that duration, Bunny is able to travel only 800 meter. So that's how we can calculate, simplify, and we can get the speed ratio, which comes out to be 5/4. ठीक है ना? By the way, so how to do the question faster? So to do the question faster is that there is no requirement to calculate speed ratio. Just know this fact. Just know this fact that in same amount of time, when Sam travels 1000 meter, Bunny is able to travel only 800 meter. Isn't it? Now, what is being asked in the question? It says to end the race in a dead heat. Now Sam gives Bunny a head start of. Now this new situation is there. Now Sam gives Bunny a head start of 100 meter. So what the change has been made here? What change has been made here? Now the target distance for Bunny is 900 meter. Yes or no? अरे लिखो बोलो. ठीक है ना? समझ में आ रहा है? I told you when students used to sit in front of us, so there was no need to say bolo bolo. हालांकि at that time also we had a habit. हाँ बोलो बोलो समझ में आया क्या? But it was visible from the faces. But in this online media, there is no other way to know whether you are understanding or not. I remember in my college when I was doing my engineering, so we were having a thermodynamics class, mechanical engineering I did. So there was a thermodynamics professor. Khanduja was a surname. I don't remember the name. R.S. Khanduja maybe. Anyway, so he used to ask in an animated voice, "Come on, are you with me?" So in a class of 100 students or more, and physical class of course, so people used to sleep. In a winter duration, in summer duration, people used to sleep. Thank you. So point was that it is important for you to remain awake, है ना? तभी तो समझेंगे ना? Yes, Ayushman, exactly. Anyway, so at least you are able to see me, expressions, everything. I'm not able to see you, hear you. I can just see you and I can hear you through your comments, right? Through your comments. So that's why I try to keep an eye on the comments also. ठीक है? And nowadays, all things have changed. Everything is changed. Anyway, the learning is same still. I was just discussing with a person 2-3 days back whether online education is effective or not. So whether it is effective or not, nowadays it is the most convenient way. So it can't be changed now, right? So, but yes, it is effective also. It depends upon the sincerity of the seeker. Whether if student is sincere, then you can learn. Otherwise, it is very difficult. Okay, thank you, Nidhi. So, okay, coming back here. So, as I was saying, how to do the question faster. So, there is no need to calculate actual speed ratio and what is the speed and assume that. No need to assume. Just remember this. When Sam travels 1000 meter in the same duration of time, this Bunny travels 800 meter. Now, the target distance for Bunny is 900 meter because Bunny is to travel now 900 meter. That is a requirement. So now Sam gives Bunny a head start of 900 meter. So Sam is still at the starting position. Sam abhi bhi yahi pe hi hai. Let me make the new situation by blue color. Sam is here, but Bunny has got only 100 meter. 100 meter this head start this time in the second situation, right? So the target distance for Bunny now is 900 meter. It has increased. but Sam is still there. So question is to end the race in a dead heat. So again we want a dead heat. So by how much % Bunny will have to increase his speed? So उसकी Sam की speed क्या थी? Doesn't matter. Bunny की speed क्या थी? That doesn't matter. But what matters is that we want now Bunny to travel a 900-meter distance which he was traveling in the same time in which he was earlier traveling 800 meter. Right, in which he was traveling earlier 800 meter. So basically जितने time में 800 meter distance travel हो रहा था उतने ही time में I want to travel now 900 meter distance. So of course speed need to be increased, right? So we know that speed and time are directly proportional. This distance and speed are directly proportional because we are talking about same time, right? Time is same. In the same time, we want to increase the speed this time. We want to increase the speed this time. So how much it needs to be increased? So basically I need to see कि 800 को 900 बनाने के लिए कितना % increase करना होगा? That is a simple question and you can very easily see it's an increase of, it's a question of percentage increase now. Percentage increase, right? So can you tell me how to calculate percentage increase? It is very simple thing. So what is the increase here? 100, right? 900 minus 800 is 100. So we are comparing this increase from out of 800, right? So in the denominator, we are going to get 800. So this is 100 divided by 800 multiplied with 100. So that will give you the answer, which is basically 1 by 8, that is 12.5%. It was very simple question, very basic question to start with, that we must be conversant with the fractions into their respective percentages. We must be aware about the basic terminology here and the basic idea what is being asked and what is to be calculated. That's it. ठीक है? Okay, Shashank is saying I have seen that quite few times. Yes, exactly. Good thing. ठीक है, आगे चलें. Ready for the next question? Okay, excellent. And thank you for your comments. ठीक है, so moving to the next question. So here it is. Oh, again I'm seeing the percentages. Please see that carefully and answer fast. Yes, indeed, Ayushman. Good. Anushka has given an answer, 85%, option B. Okay. Let's wait for some more answers. Okay, others don't agree with you, Anushka. Devadatta and Rubal, they are writing something else. So I wish that those who are writing option D, that is none of these. So what answer you are getting, please write that as well as Toby has written. If your answer is not in the options, the numerical value which you are getting is not in the options, then do write that in your comments. Write that with your answer. Something would work. Okay, Robal is also saying same thing, 93 point something, 93 point something. Okay, okay. Are Anushka ji, no one agrees with you, Babas. Everyone is saying now option D, 93 point something, 93.3334. How did you get 85%, Anushka? तुक्का मारी थी क्या? Okay, let's check now. So it's again a very simple question, not difficult question. See, in the CAT exam, I have said you earlier also, the difficulty level of CAT is not constant ever. It cannot be actually, right? And also it varies from person to person. For some person, the question may be very easy. For some other person, same question may be that difficult, right? For some student, a question can be mentally solvable. And for other question, it's a calculative lengthy question, right? That's how the difficulty level never can be ascertained. It can never be ascertained. So how to answer? Yes, that's what I was to say. Rudra is asking, is it CAT level question? What do you mean by CAT level question? See, we are getting different answers. Everyone is not getting same answer. Shardul is saying option B, 85%, and somebody else also, Anushka also said same answer. And many of you are also saying option D, none of these. See? So every question is CAT level question. So that thing in your mind, whether it is CAT level or not, that is not a good thing. You should be ready. You don't know what is CAT level. You should be ready for everything. That is the point. Okay, now it's actually easy question. So our objective, right, as a teacher also, and for you also as an aspirant also, as a student also, your objective and our combined objective should be to make everything very easy. Isn't it? Don't you want the things to become easier? Yes, everyone wants that. Whole world wants that. Whole world wants that only, right? All the technological advancements purpose is also that to make the lives easier, right? We are having different gadgets. What is the purpose? To make the lives easier. Now that is another thing, whether it is becoming easier or not, that is questionable, right? That is subjective. But the objective is that to make the lives easier, right? So at least our objective is also same. We want to make the things easier, right? So here we want to make the question easier. So how to make it easy? How to start? What do you suggest? Any suggestion? How did you people solve it, this answer? Most of you are getting option D now. And Rudra is saying, I have an issue whenever I solve questions without timer, not in marks. I solve the hard level questions in less than 3 minutes. Okay, so what is the difficulty? It's a good thing. Yes, total men, total women मान लेते हैं exactly. Vishnu is perfectly fine. So, total colony में कितने लोग हैं? Let it be 100 only, right? Yes, let it be 100. Aditya is saying. Yes, exactly. We can take it variable also, as Nebula is suggesting 100x. So, but I think 100 is also fine. There is no need to take variables. I understand, Rudra. It happens. See, don't have this expectation. See, you know what happens when you are practicing questions without any foundation, without any expectation, then you are able to perform nicely, right? But in the examination, when you go, certainly the question's difficulty level slightly also increases, and moreover, your expectation from yourself also increase, which was not there earlier. But in the examination, you have certain expectation from yourself to perform. That expectation is there. So that pressurizes your mind and you are not able to give your 100% performance. So that's what I said in the beginning part. You should be satisfied with your performance. That is the success of your preparation. 100 percentile or 99 percentile, that is not success actually, right? So whether you have given your best performance or not, you are satisfied with your performance or not, that is the successful, that is the criteria for success. ठीक है ना? So remove the expectations part. Remove the expectations part. And for that, it is very important you develop the sole purpose, that what is your purpose of working so hard, right? What should be the right attitude? You need to work on that. You need to think on that. Otherwise, people reach IIMs and still they're not satisfied. Anyway, coming back here, so as many of you are suggesting, so let's take the total persons to be 100 in this colony, out of which how many men and how many women are there? Do we know that? See, among men, women, we have some literate and some illiterate, right? Is it fine? So if I assume the total persons to be 100, so 60% are men, that means 60 men are there. So of course remaining 40 are women. ठीक है ना? We can take 100x, no issues with that. We can take the multiplying factor, but in this case the values are simple. So assuming 100 will also doesn't matter. So I'm taking it to be 100 only. That would be a simple thing. So 60 and 40, that is given. Now it says 12% of the total population of colony is literate. Now it is important thing. 12% of what value? Total population. Total population was 100. We have assumed it to be 100. So 12% of total means 12, right? So 12 persons are literate, right? Literate. To literate, many are women total, right? So this is 12. Are you getting that? So out of these total 100 persons in this colony, 12 are literate. So how many are illiterate? Remaining 88 are illiterate. Yes or no? Yes, that's it. ठीक है ना? Yes, exactly, Nidhi. I am also doing the same thing, matrix, a table. Wonderful. I hope you are happy with the table which I have made here. Is it fine? Simran taking literate 12 and yes, exactly, Simran. Good, good. Yes, 60 men in that. Okay, food active, sir, आप क्या बोल रहे हैं? If men are 60, then women are 50 and exactly, yeah, exactly, wonderful. Wonderful, food active. Perfectly fine. So let me complete this table. Many of you have already done that. So if 20% of the women, now 20% of what? Women. Women kitni hai? 40. So 40 ka 20% is how much? 8, right? So 8 kya hai? These 8 women are literate. So among the 40 women, literate 8 hain. So illiterate kitni hai? Baki bachi hui 32, right? So we can fill the remaining values also. So out of total 12 literates, 8 to women hai, so 4 men hai, right? So how many men are illiterate? 56. So we figured out all the values, right? We figured out all the values. So these are not the actual values. So these are the all values assuming the total population to be 100. And as somebody suggested earlier, if we take it 100x, then we will be writing xx also every time, everywhere. Fine, that doesn't matter. Anyway, let's see the question. Let's see the question now. So question is, kahan gaya? Yeah, find the number of illiterate men. Number of illiterate men, ye raha, 56, as a percentage of the total number of men in the colony. So 56 is what percent of 60? That is a question, isn't it? So 56 is what percent of 60? Simple question, isn't it? So 56 by 60 into 100. Now it's up to you if you want to use calculator, you can do it manually, it's up to you. So that is the situation here. Is it fine? It's not 90%, Nupur. अरे वो 10% नहीं है ना, 60 का 10% 6 होता, वो 6 नहीं है, वो 4 है. So it is going to be more than 90%. It is 93 point something, as many of you have already calculated. Fine. So if I divide by 20, so 23s are 60, 25s are 100. Okay. So 3 से इसको divide करना है, या मत करो, ऐसे ही कर लो यार. So it comes out to be 56 into 5 is how much? 168 by 3. 168 by 3%. ठीक है ना? Oh sorry, 5 में 25, 256, 268 sorry. क्या कर रहा हूँ? एक मिनट. 56 is 280. This is 280 by 3. 280 by 3%, right? So which comes out to be 3 9s are 27, 10, 3 3s are 9, 1 by 3. So 93, 1 by 3% to be accurate, right? So this is the right answer. हाँ नुपुर, सेम पिंच, मैंने भी कैलकुलेशन एरर कर दिया था यहाँ पे. I also did the same thing. Is it fine? आगे चले. If there's any doubt in this question, you can ask. I hope it should be clear. If there's any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, please confirm. आगे चले. Yes. Yes, नुपुर. हो जाता है, बट आंसर सबमिट करने से पहले करेक्ट कर लेना जरूरी है. दैट इज अ डिफरेंस, राइट? वी कैन डू मिस्टेक बट रेक्टिफाई इट बिफोर somebody else points before that. Try to rectify. Clear? Very good. ठीक है, so आगे बढ़ते हैं. Food active, yes please, yes. Let's proceed further to the next question. Again I am seeing percentage only. Let's do this now. Yes, exactly, Anuj. Answer is option D. Wonderful, Nidhi. It should be crystal clear. That's the objective. Good. Okay, answers. Nebula says 36%, option C. Okay, Aditya Arun says same. Toby, Shardul, Aishman, Rajneesh, Nidhi, Nupur, Nidhi, Maurya, Kshitij. Acha, everyone is saying same. Good. Sri Vishnu, Anshu, Food Active, Minha Khan, and Toby. So everyone is saying so far option C, 36%. I guess there are many other students also here. So I'm just giving you a few more seconds. If you have got some different answer, हाँ ये unanimous voting, सबका lock ही कर दिया जाए exactly. Okay, Carnage is saying मेरा आंसर 40 आया था इसलिए लिखा नहीं. अच्छा इसलिए ऑप्शन C. 40 आया था तो ऑप्शन D बोलोगे ना भाई. अगर 40% आया है तो C काहे बोल रहे हो? To do my first time and I'm happy. Oh, thank you, Nidhi. That's good comment for me. Okay, let's see. Let's see now. Most of you are getting 36%. Only one of you have commented so far 40, but उसने भी 36 कर दिया. ऐसे ही सब लिख रहे हैं तो मैं भी लिख देता हूँ. Let's check now. It says marks scored by Aman in a mock test were 20% less than the marks scored by the topper of the class. Okay, so there is some topper and then this person Aman, and this Aman scored 20% less than the topper. Right? The topper ने जो भी score किया है, this person has scored 20% less than that. Okay, so before assuming anything, let's read slightly further. If the maximum marks that can be scored in the mock test are 25% more than the marks scored by the topper of the class. Okay, so I think that is a good starting point. Then by what percent were the marks scored by Aman less than the maximum marks? See. So we need to calculate by what percent were the marks scored by the Aman less than the maximum marks. So basically maximum marks से कितना percent कम है अमन के marks, that is our objective. So percentage decrease हमें निकालना है, and to calculate that maximum marks should be taken as 100. That would be easier thing, and I should also account this part here that maximum marks are 25% more than marks scored by the topper of the class. So topper is here, maximum marks are more than what the topper has achieved, and Aman has received further less marks than the topper, right? So these are the three different marks being mentioned here. ठीक है ना? Okay, now what do I know? I know that I need to calculate कि maximum marks से कितना percent कम अमन के marks हैं, right? By what percent were the marks scored by Aman less than the maximum marks? So I wish to keep this value 100 because then it will be very simple. I just need to see the difference, right? So if I want this value to be 100, So what would be this value? I know that this maximum marks is 25% more than the marks scored by the topper of the class. So this is 25% more. This is 25% more than what? Than this value. So what should be this value? It is 80. Isn't it? It is 80. Now don't think that कि 100 में से 25% कम कर दें. That is wrong thing. That's not correct. So it is 80 plus 25% of 80. So what is 25% of 80? 1/4 of 80. That is 20, right? That makes it 100. So that thing matches. ये बात हो गई पूरी. Now I need to see what about the situation of Aman. So marks scored by Aman were 20% less than the marks scored by the topper. So इस 80 से 20% decrease करना है. So basically in both the situations the percentage is to be calculated from the marks scored by this topper, right? तो टॉपर से 25% ज्यादा टॉपर मैक्सिमम मार्क्स हैं, टॉपर से 20% कम अमन के मार्क्स हैं. अच्छा 20% if I'm going to subtract from this, so 80 minus 16 I need to do, right? Because 80 का 20% is 16, so I need to subtract 16 here. यहाँ पर 20 add हुआ था basically, right? Okay, so if I'm subtracting 16 from this, how much would this be? So anyway, no need to write. I just need to see कि कितना % decrease करना पड़ेगा. तो 20 and 16, that is 36. So that certainly is the right answer. By the way, this value comes out to be 64. So if maximum marks is 100, then topper is getting 80 and Aman is scoring 64. So all things are very clear and 36% is certainly the right answer. Is it fine? So as Carnage got 40%, that was a not correct answer. And you luckily chose the right option, but you could have chosen any wrong answer also. So it is not 40, it is exactly 36, and that is the simplest way we can write that. Fine? Yes, Anshu, wonderful. Exactly same. थोड़ा गड़बड़ कर दिया. अच्छा आपने बढ़ा दिया उस मार्क्स को. So you made it more calculative. Anshu, you made it more calculative. I just made it simple. You could have assumed topper's marks also 100. That's perfectly fine. We can take any marks. I got that. Yes, I got that, Carnage. That is a very easy mistake which could be done. You could assume, Kshitij, Anshu also has done the same thing. Anju, how 80 instead of 75? So why 75 beta? Anuj, not Anju, sorry, Anuj. So Anuj, 80 में 25% increase करना है ना? तो you tell me, किस number में 25% बढ़ाने से 100 बनेगा? What number? Let me ask once again. If I have a certain number, I'm giving you certain value. Let's say there is some number A. So if I increase by, let's say, it's a question for all of you. It's a question for all of you. Practice for all of you. If I increase it by, let's say 25%, and it becomes 100, can you tell me what is the value of A? Tell me the value of A fast. Everyone. Anshu, yes, it might look easy, but that would be calculated. You need to write. Although there is not much difference, because in that case you need to calculate 125 से कितना % कम हो गया. I made it 100. Then in that case I don't need to calculate. I just need to see the difference. है ना? It's 80. It's not 1. It's not 75. ठीक है ना? See, still Anuj and Tenjiku, they are saying 75. Okay, बच्चों सुनो. If you are thinking 75 will work, let's see 75 का 25% कितना होता है? Can you tell me? Tenjiku and Anuj, can you tell me 75 का 25% कितना होगा? 75 plus 25% means 1/4, right? So 1/4 of 75, is it equal to 100? Is it equal to 100? No. This is not equal to 100. Can you see that? Oh, Tenjiku has corrected. Good. Anuj, बात समझ में आई? So whatever number you are thinking, whatever value you are thinking, you can recheck. That is the beauty of mathematical part. You know, in verbal part it is not clear. आपको पता नहीं चलता कि सही है कि गलत है. ठीक लग रहा है, कर दो. But in mathematical part, you can always recheck whether it satisfies or not. It looks like that कि 25% का ही तो gap है, तो 100 का 25% कर देते हैं. But point is that this 25% is not of 100. This 25% increase is from A, right? So A is to be increased by 25% to reach 100, right? So it does not mean that 100 में 25% subtract करना है. That is a wrong conception. There is a problem of wrong concept. So correct your concept and then work smoothly. ठीक है? अनुज समझ में आ गई ना बात? Good. Very nice. See, our objective is not only to do the questions. There is unlimited number of questions. I cannot do unlimited number of questions in limited time. No one can do, right? The objective is to correct your concepts. If you are thinking rightly or not, so streamline your thought process. And that is the objective of these sessions. At least I try to do that. I try to work on that. Food activity. From which college you have completed your MBA? I never went for MBA, food active. I did my engineering way back in 2002 from Delhi College of Engineering, nowadays known as DTU. I told you that mechanical field was there. And after that, my faith, my trust from education went away. I didn't desire to study further. So I never went for an MBA. I have been teaching for more than 2 decades now for MBA aspirants as I was interested in that topic, in that subject. That's it. It's just out of interest. For the mathematical problems, puzzles, reasoning, thinking, I'm working in that field. Personally, I never went for an MBA. I never tried. But I'm attempting the test as a teacher. That what type of questions are there, how we can perform better, like that. I've been attempting CAT as a teacher, never as an aspirant. So I never go for MBA, and I also don't want to do it now. Yes, but my students have done. It's good for me, Anna. Okay, anything else? Yes, exactly, Anuj. Yes, it's basically the second formula. Yes, exactly, Shashank. Good. Fun. Yes, aage 70%. Good. Anuj, every question is of CAT level. मुझे एक और बताओ. If you have understood this, tell me one more. Everyone. This is question for everyone. जल्दी बताना. If there is a number B, if I increase it by 100% and it becomes 100, tell me the value of B. What should be the value of B? What number after being increased by 100% becomes 100? Yes, it is 50. Good. Excellent. One more. Very nice. What number, when increased by 50%, becomes 100? So here the answer was 80. This time the answer is 50. And in this C part, what would be the answer? Yes, exactly. Good. It is 66.66 or 66 2 by 3. Oh, Afan is saying, समझा दें करना कैसे है 50 वाला और दूसरे वाला. 50 नहीं समझ में आया. देखो कितना आसान सी बात है. So when I say 100% is to be increased, so whatever is this number, same number is to be increased. 100% of what? See, with percentage, what you need to understand is that this percentage of this number, right? This is percentage of this number. So what is, Afan, can you tell me, what is 100% of B? B, isn't it? 100% of B is B only. That means B plus B is 100. B plus B is 100. So can you calculate the value of B, Mr. Afan? Yes, it is 50. ठीक है ना? Okay, this first question which we did here, I already wrote here. So A plus 1/4 of A, that is 100, isn't it? So basically 5/4 or 1.25, which you call multiplying factor, that can be utilized. So 5/4 of A is 100, so A is 4/5 of 100, that is 80, isn't it? Now in this part, so 50% of C, that means C plus half of C, that is equal to 100, isn't it? So 3 by 2 of C, which is one multiplying factor, isn't it? So 3 by 2 of C is 100. That means C is 2/3 of 100, which is 66 and 2 by 3. Is that clear? Yes. Fine. So sometimes we use a fancy terminologies, multiplying factor, ये ratio, वो ratio, बहुत सारी चीजें. But if our basics are not clear, then it is very cumbersome thing. So when I'm saying कि percentage increase, so percentage of what? So percentage of that previous value, जिस पे हम increase कर रहे हैं, right? So A plus 25% of A, B plus 100% of B, C plus 50% of C, like that. ठीक है? Fine. Ready for the next question? Yes, everyone, ready for the next question? आयुष्मान को 200% सैलरी हाइक चाहिए. अच्छा, गुड क्वेश्चन. आयुष्मान को 200% सैलरी हाइक चाहिए. कैन यू टेल मी आयुष्मान अपनी सैलरी को कितना गुना करना चाह रहा है? If Ayushman is looking for 200% salary hike, then how many times he wants his salary to become? Yes, 3 times, not 2 times, Anuj, 3 times. अरे बाबा 200% बढ़ा देगा ना. अभी x है तो 2x बढ़ा देगा तो टोटल 3x हो गई ना, 3 times. ठीक है ना? These are very simple things, very basic things. अब Anuj, you tell me whether it is CAT level question or not. It is a logical question, right? So your logics must be correct. Okay, moving to the next part here. And again, I see percentages. Do it fast now. Do it fast. Okay, so I have started getting answers. So Nidhi, Nidhi is answering for the previous one, 3. वो तो पिछला आंसर था. Piyush is saying option B, 60. Okay, Devadatta also says same. Sri Vishnu also says same thing. Ayushman also B. That's very nice thing, very good thing that most of you are giving the same answers, and that has been correct also so far. So those who haven't answered yet, I'm just seeing your numbers. You are watching. भाई आंसर भी करो. Wonderful. I have not seen the question, Vishnu. I need to see that. Let all the people do that. After that, I shall see. Okay, Anshu also says 60. Full active. Kshitij, Ashika, everyone is saying same so far. Few more seconds. Fast, please. Okay, let's check. Let me check now. So everyone, whoever has answered so far, they are saying option B, 60 as the answer. Let's see. It says on a certain date, Pakistan has a success rate of 60% against India in all the ODIs played between the two countries. Okay, so Pakistan has a success rate of 60%. That means in 60% matches, 60% games, Pakistan wins against India. Okay, in the ODIs, it's talking about the cricket matches. So they lose the next 30 matches in a row to India, and their success rate comes down to 30%. Okay, so what is the total number of matches played? So total how many matches have been played, that is the question. And initially what was the situation? So initially Pakistan had a success rate of 60%. So how many matches they have played earlier? Don't know. That's what we need to calculate. Total number of matches played, including these next 30 matches, right? This 30 also need to be included in that. So पहले जितने भी matches उन्होंने play किए हैं, so let's assume they have played 100x matches earlier, right? So out of which Pakistan has won how many? Pakistan and India, I'm writing the number of matches won, right? So 60% win rate was, success rate was there for Pakistan. So Pakistan had won 60x and 40x has been won by India, assuming there are no draws or ties. Fine. So afterwards, what happens? So they lose the next 30 matches in a row to India. So after 30 more matches have been played, so in the next 30 matches, so Pakistan did not won any and India won all of them. Fine. So out of all these matches, so Pakistan has won 60x matches and India has won 40x plus 30 matches. That is the situation given. Now what is the question? Question says what is the situation was they lost 30 matches, next matches, and their success rate comes down to 30%. That means the 60x becomes 30% of the new total now. That is the situation, right? So number of matches which they were winning earlier is same. That has not changed. But what has changed is now the winning, their success rate. That means this 60x, which was 60% of 100x, right? That's how we wrote these values. Now this 60x has become 30% of this total, right? So basically what we can conclude from here, that 30% of this 100x plus 30 is equal to 60x, isn't it? So we can simplify this to find the value of x and then we can find the total number of matches played, isn't it? Let's simplify. So 30% of x means, let me do it like this. So 30%, if I open this bracket, so 30% of 100x, that is 30x. 30% of 30 is 9. That is equal to 60x. Fine. So this gives me that's 9 is equal to 30x, or basically I can say 10x is equal to 3 and 100x would be equal to 30, isn't it? So 100x is 30 and 30 more matches have been played. So the total matches played is 30 plus 30, that is 60. So certainly 60 is the right answer. Fine. So yes, 60 is the right answer and yes, all of you have given that. So this is one way of solving it. How you have solved. This time I didn't ask you. Now I am asking you how you people have solved. If you have solved with some other method, some other way, please share. Please share. Did you use any different thing? Did you use any different thing? Please mention. This is a basic way, conventional way, right? I have not used any shortcut, nothing. I just used simple thing. हाँ ठीक है, you use multiplying factor तो 0.6 use किया. I took 100x, you took x तो 0.6x. That's fine. ठीक है, आयुष्मान used a similar method. Same boring method use किया. Okay. हाँ आयुष्मान ने हाँ ठीक है आयुष्मान, I understand that. So just to simplify that decimal part, I took it 100x. In spite of x, I took it 100x to remove the decimal part. Otherwise, it is same thing. Yes, okay. Rudra ने भी same किया है, अंशु ने same किया है. Okay, let me discuss then one beautiful method then. Allegation, yes, exactly, Piyush Singh, can be done with allegation. But do you think that will make the situation easier? I think it will complicate, right? It will make an easier question, boring question to become difficult. But yes, it can be applied. Allegation can be applied here. But let me tell you very simple way. Although this is also simple, not difficult, but boring, as Rudra says, itna likhna padega, itna kaun likhe, boring hai na? But let's make it simpler. Let's make it interesting. Piyush, it will, yes, that's what I'm saying. It will become bit complicated if we use allegation. We can use, but it will become bit complicated. Let's make it simple now. Let's try to understand. Yes, everyone, please see one important thing here, that number of matches which Pakistan has won initially, and after this 30 more matches have been played. So is the number of matches won by Pakistan same, or has it changed? Listen my words carefully. I'm asking you, is the number of matches won by Pakistan changed because of these 30 new matches, or is it same? Same, right? Number of matches won is same, right? Because all the new 30 matches has been lost. All the new matches has been lost. So what has changed because of these new 30 matches? Their success rate has changed, right? Initially success rate was 60%, now it is 30%. Are you getting that? So this success rate has become half. That means the total number of matches have become double. Simple. फिर से सुनो. Number of matches in which Pakistan won, that was 60% of the previous total. 60% of the previous total. Let same 100x. Let me write 100x only. The number which I wrote as 100x, it is basically previous total, right? So 60% of the previous total is equal to 30% of the new total, isn't it? It is equal to 30% of this new total, which is 100x plus 30. And this is not required to be written. I'm just writing it so that you can understand what I'm saying. So this 60% of the previous total matches is equal to 30% of the new total matches. So this product is same na. You can see that 60% matlab double of 30%. So of course, these two quantities are in the ratio 1:2. That's the important thing, right? So the previous, let me write it as previous matches and the new total. Previous total and new total. So 60% of previous total is 30% of new total. That means previous total by new total is in the ratio 30% by 60%, basically 1/2, right? So it has just become double of that. Simple thing, very simple thing. So when you use allegation or when you make equation, so what is the learning point from here? That always think in terms of that quantity which is not changing. I repeat, always think in terms of that quantity which is not changing, and which in this case was the number of win of Pakistan. Right? So number of wins of Pakistan. So that is same. So initially it was 60%, now it is becoming 30%. Why? Because the total has doubled. That's it. Because the total has doubled. Simple. Right? Now the total is double. So it is just 30 more. That means पहले 30 ही था, अभी 30 बढ़ गया है. Is that fine? So I wish that you should certainly take something from the session when we are spending time, when we are solving questions. So you should learn something. Boring method you already knew, right? Many of you already knew the boring method, the conventional method you already knew. But how to think in a better way, that should also you should understand. So that's what we discuss it here. Okay? Is it fine? Ready for the next? Okay, so we shall do 2-3 more questions. Exactly, wonderful, Vishnu. That's a good way. See, I told you that there are questions are same, but depending upon your conceptual level, the question may be calculative, boring, interesting, fast, lengthy. The perceptions are different. Why? Because the individuals are individuals. They are different, right? So we need to improve ourselves. Okay, moving further. Yes, exactly, Rudra. That's the point. That's the point. We can solve the question without using anything. Okay, now it's a question from algebra. Enough of arithmetic. This is algebra now. Fast. Arjun, if second case Park won some matches, then how? Then it will be same tedious way. That's what I mentioned, Arjun. That's what I mentioned. The learning point was that always consider that quantity which is not changing, right? Then it becomes easier to solve. Otherwise, you need to make equation and solve, as we did earlier, है ना? That's what I said. If there is a certain quantity which is not changing, so then the things become easier to answer. Anyway, now solve this question. Okay, answer. Yes, Shardul, Devadatta, Ayushman, Nebula. No problem, Anshu. You have studied in school, isn't it? Simran. Okay, so fine. Let's see how to do this. It's a simple question, not difficult. By the way, solving questions on the regular basis is very much essential. I think I've shared in some of the previous sessions also. I think I took one DI, LRDI session earlier, I guess. So there also I mentioned that. So I regularly share many good questions, puzzles in a Telegram channel. So you can be there and solve the questions regularly, right? I will share one good puzzles right now also. But right now, let's see this how to solve this question. So what is the way out? It's a simple question. It's again simple textbook question, not difficult at all. How to go about this? See, sometimes questions are we can easily solve just by checking the numbers, right? Just by checking the numbers. So can you think if we have to estimate, if you have to just estimate x will be less than 1 or more than 1? If I take x to be 1, if x is 1, so 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 root is 2, 2, 2, 2 and 1 plus 6 is 7, the root 7 is not 3, right? So answer is going to be more than 1, right? Answer is going to be more than 1. Ha, yes, Shardul Patel, wonderful. I'm just checking without solving how I can go about that. So if I take x to be 1, so then this value becomes 2 and this is root 7 which is not 3. So 2 plus less than 3 won't be 5. That won't satisfy. So x has to be more than 1, right? If I take x to be 3, then 3 plus 6 is 9, that becomes 3. But 3 plus 3 is 6, it is more than 2. So answer has to be less than 3, right? So the value of x is going to be between 1 and 3, right? So if we are having options, in that case, we can eliminate options like that. No need to solve. Are you getting that? But right now, in this question, we don't have any options. We need to find the value of 100x. So in this case, we need to calculate only. Then how to calculate? As Shardul has mentioned and suggested, That is the perfect way. Just take one of these root parts on the opposite side, on the right hand side, and then square. Then square. Yes, exactly. So one of the two parts need to be taken on the other side and then square. Okay, so this seems to be a smaller one. So I'm taking that part too on the other side. So root x plus 6 is equal to 5 minus root of x plus 3. Fine. And now just simply square both sides. So if I square both sides, so I just need to apply the squaring formula here in the right hand side. I hope you know that a minus b whole square, right? So here it is simply this root will be cancelled. It is x plus 6. That would be equal to here what we get. It is 5 square, that is 25, plus square of this value, which is x plus 3, because this root part will be cancelled, and then minus 2ab, that is minus 2 into 5, that is 10 times root of x plus 3. That's it. ठीक है ना? Now let's simplify this. So this, of course, x would be cancelled, and this negative term we can take on the other side. So that becomes 10 times root of x plus 3, and it comes out to be 25 plus 3, that is 28. 28 minus 6, right? 28 minus, sorry, 25 plus 3 minus 6, ठीक है ना? ठीक है, 22 बन गया ना? Sorry, 28 minus 6, yes, 22. 22 it is. Fine? ठीक है? Okay, what next? Let's divide by 10. So we get x plus 3 root, that is equal to 2.2. And if I square both sides once again, we are going to get the value of x plus 3 equals square of 22. Do you know what is the square of 22? It is 484. So it comes out to be 4.84, right? That means x is equal to 1.84, and question was asking about 100x. So the 100x is equal to 184, right? If some of you had taken root x plus 6 on the other side, that is also fine. Then also you're going to get same answer, right? So this is a normal basic traditional way. And before that, we also discussed how we can estimate the answer, right? It is going to be between 1 and 3. It cannot be an integer that is obviously visible from here. Okay? Yes, exactly, Shardul, Simran. We have done similar thing. Is it? I hope it is okay with everyone. Okay? So before moving further, let me ask you a good puzzle. See, in CAT, we have traditional questions. I was answering in the before session part also, beginning part also, that in arithmetic part, we have the commonsensical things, some storylines, which looks interesting, right? And in algebra part, we have more mathematical type of things and more mathematical type of procedures we are following. So sometimes it becomes boring, it becomes difficult, sometimes we feel less comfortable, right? So in examination, as we discussed how we can eliminate the options if there had been any, or how we can estimate the answer, so that makes the paper interesting, that makes the whole part interesting, logical, and that logical part is the most essential thing. I'm giving you a small question, like let's say MATH, math, right? So these all letters represent a number, right? So that this means this is a 4-digit number. Fine, MATH, it is represented by the 4 letters here, MATH. So numbers you need to identify. Which number is that? Now what is the condition given? So MATH, the another number MAT, this is a 3-digit number now, and another 3-digit number MA. Okay? So sum of these 3 numbers is 2025. You have to tell me the value of MATH. Solve it. Can you answer this? So MATH is a 4-digit number, MAT is a 3-digit number, MA is a 2-digit number. All the letters, all same letters have same values, and different letters have different values. That means all these M's are same, all these A's are same, both T's are same, like that, right? But different letters have different values. Different letters may have same values also anyway, but same letters certainly have same value. So you have to tell me the value of this 4-digit number. Find out this. Kshitij is saying we could do this by cheating method by using square root of x plus 3 is 5. If you take square root of x plus 3 is 5, then this need to be 0, but it is not. So it does not satisfy, Kshitish. How will you do that? That won't satisfy, Kshitish. Please check. Okay, Ayushman says H is 5. Okay. Yes, math की value बतानी है, exactly. Basically, you need to find the 4-digit number. You don't need to find the value of each of the letters so that it is satisfied. Rudra, how will that work? 2115 हो जाएगा तो total sum 2025 कैसे बनेगा? That does not satisfy. Okay, Shri Vishnu has come up with an answer. Ayushman is also trying something. I will check afterwards. I'm not checking right now. I'm waiting for answers. Shardul has got different answer. Let me check. Let me show you if some of you are still unclear what we are supposed to do. So Shardul, you are writing 2005. Okay, let me write that. So if 2005 had been the value of MATH, it means MAT would be 200, isn't it? MAT would be 200 and MA would be 20. And if you add these three numbers, your answer is not 2025, sir. It is 2225. So it does not satisfy. Isn't it, Shardul? Okay, Piyush Singh has written 1825. Vishnu is also changing his answer now. Okay. Everyone, those who have not yet given answer, who have not given it a try, please try and give your answer fast. There are two more answers given here. I'm not yet checking them. I'm still waiting. Palak Chabra has given the same answer as Piyush and Vishnu. Food active, your answer is, I don't know whether it will work or not. You need to see. Nidhi is also giving the same answer. Okay. Nebula is giving some different answer. 1915. Okay, I'm writing the answer of Nebula. Let's check that. Nebula is saying 1915. So if value of math had been 1915, which Nebula is saying, so MAT would be 191 and MA would be 19, isn't it? Let's check that now. So 10 and 5, 15 ka 5, 1 carry. And so 10 and 1, 11 and 1, 12 ka 2, 1 carry. So that makes it 2125. So it also does not satisfy, Nebula. It doesn't satisfy. Okay, I have one more different answer by Food Active. He says 1924. Again, Food Active, I'm sure it won't work like that only, you know. And Akhil is saying 1834. Sum of these three numbers is given 2025. Now, what you consider LHS, what you consider RHS, that's your choice. But sum of these three numbers is equal to 2025, and these three numbers are having 4 digits, 3 digits, 2 digits, such that same letters have same value. That's it. That was the only condition. Hai? So Akhil is saying 1834. Let me check that. So 1834, if this had been the value of MATH, then MAT should be 183 and MA would be 18. So 4 and 3, 7 and 8, 15 ka 5, 1 carry. 1 and 3, 4, 4 and 8, 12, 12 and 1. 12 and 1 would be 12 and 1 would be 13. No, it doesn't satisfy. 13 ka 3, 1 carry, 19 and 20. It would be 2035. It does not satisfy. There's slight mistake there, Akhil. Okay, so 1825, most of you are saying, and I hope it would work. But let's think how to work, how to start thinking about that. Yes, now many of you are getting 1825. I have not checked that yet. But my point is this now, how to think, how to start. Yes, okay, Vishnu is saying I started to find the value of m first. Okay, very good. By reducing a plus m and then t plus a plus m. Okay, I would suggest MA is the common part, right? MA is the common part. So MA could not be 20 for sure because there would be certain carry, right? So MA could be either 19 or 18. Will 18 satisfy or will 19 satisfy? Let's first check that. Will MA be 19? Is it possible? If I take MA to be 19 something something, then 19 something, then 19, will it satisfy? So 1900 plus 190, that will make it 2090 and 19 more. It won't satisfy. So MA could not be 19. Are you getting that? Are you getting that? So MA could not be 19 because 1900 plus 190, that is 2090. It is already more than 2025. So MA could not be 19. Then of course it had to be 18. Isn't it? MA should be certainly 18. So if MA is 18, then it is 1800 plus TH basically. And then it is 180 plus T basically. And this is 18 only, right? So this comes out to be 8 and a 1, 8 and 1, 9. And this is 9, 1998. So how much more I need to get from this TH plus T? 27, right? I want more 27 from here. So how this could be 27? Of course, 25 plus 2 is the only situation possible. This 25 plus 2 is the only situation possible. Okay, na? That's it. We are done. So certainly 1825 is the right answer. Okay? 1825, 182, 18. If you add that, you will get 2025. So this is the right answer. So basic point is that how to think, that thinking process is to be developed. You can consider it to be a simple linear equation of 4 variables. Then it will become almost impossible question to solve. But how to proceed, how to go about this, that we need to see. And as I said earlier also, this is a mathematical part. So whatever answer, whatever conclusion you reach up to, you can verify it before the examiner does that, right? You can check that. So always have this habit of rechecking your answer, that whether your answer is correct or not, whether it satisfies all the conditions or not. Okay? Okay, so I guess that's sufficient for the day. Or if you would like to, I think you can take, I'm giving you a few more questions that you can take screenshot. That would be acting as homework problems for you, right? And there are some more things which I need to share with you. So you can take screenshot quickly. This will remain with this video. You can take the screenshot as you like. So this is one question as a homework problem. Another second question, again from algebra. This is third. It seems from numbers. Yes, remainders you need to calculate. This is third one. And fourth, again it seems to be 60 liter oranges. It seems to be mixtures, something. Yes, it is a mixture. What quantity of juice was taken out? It's replacement problem. Oh, one more question. In how many ways can you put 9 letters into an envelope such that exactly 4 letters go into the right envelope? So this is a question from permutation combination. So I guess you got 5 homework problems. Oh, sixth one. Oh, one more. So 16 people are sitting in a row. Find the number of ways of selecting 7 persons such that no 2 of them are consecutive. This is a very nice question. And similar questions have appeared in CAT multiple times. So you have got 5 or 6 different problems as homework. Fine. So this was our session, and our iCAT mocks have already been started. So this you can join them. So we started from June 1st in the June 1st week, and recently we had the second mock also. So those who have not yet joined, so you have still got this chance. You can join our test series. It comes up with the AI analysis. We have IM ABC practice batch where you can join, and these are the details which you are going to get there. You are going to have CAT level RCs, CAT level LRDI sets, 1250 topic wise CAT level quant questions also, and there is a static part which you are going to get in your dashboard. Other than that, you are having this dynamic part. On the regular basis, you have RCs, LRDI sets and quant questions. Other than total 7500 CAT level questions you are going to practice in this IM ABC batch. So our last batch is also there. So this is our old team. That's it from my side. Any question, any doubts, anything you wish to say, you are welcome now. Yeah, we can have 5-10 more minutes. Shri Vishnu, again, when will you come live? I don't know. I think we are having this forward 15. You joined, Vishnu, na? You said only, or Nebula said. Somebody was saying. So we have this series now. We have just started that series of forward 15. It's starting from tomorrow, I guess. 9th July. Yes, 9th July it is starting. It's tomorrow only, exactly. So forward 15 is a series where we would be live, and you can meet us there, isn't it? If you have not joined any of our batch, this is a small sort of very nice, fun way to start. Even if you have not started, it will be good for your preparation, good for your startup, your starting of preparation. And if you are already in the middle of your preparation, then also it is going to boost you for your to increase your score, increase your preparation, increase your confidence in examination. And if you are done with your preparation, in that case also it will be acting as a excellent, what should I say, varnish layer of lacquer, layer, good finishing. It will be giving you good finishing to your preparation. So forward 15 is a nice way you can connect with us. Hai okay. Yes, I would request every one of you to give certain feedbacks at least. You can write. If you have any queries, you can ask. Any question. Has the last batch class started? Aswin, I would suggest, I said it earlier also, that you get connected with our team, the admission team specifically. They will tell you all the details. So in online days nowadays, the classes are generally merged, mixed. So we are starting new batch. So whenever you are joining, whenever you will be joining, classes already started basically. Some classes have already been started. So, but you can still join. Basically, you can still join. That possibility is there. And how your classes will be managed, so that detail you can get from our admission team, right? Aswin, if I have already enrolled for first batch, can I attend the last batch class? Again, the same answer. So if you have joined any of the earlier batch, you want to shift to the newer batch. So what is the procedure, how you can do that? So you need to connect to our admission team. ठीक है ना? Yes, Quant Boost. Okay, you are giving the feedback for today's session, Naman. Thank you. So I told you that you can join that Telegram group also if you wish. So I share, you can message me on Telegram. I hope you people know the Telegram. It's just like WhatsApp only. So you can message me. So I'm sharing my Telegram handle. You can message me on Telegram. Keshava Krishna, that's my spiritual name. KESAVAKRSNA. So if you message me, you can be, I can join you, I can add you in that group, I can share the link. So I regularly send questions. Basically, it's a math questions, math and puzzles. Math questions and puzzles. And basically, it's for school students. I send for school students. All the things which we are discussing, they are suitable for the school students. So there are many school students, many school teachers, and many of your fellow aspirants also. So go for that. And the various puzzles also I would recommend all of you to regularly solve, right? So there is one very nice website, circle9.com. Circle 9 puzzles, I guess. Circle 9. If you just type Circle 9 puzzles on Google, you will get the link. The first link will be there. Circle 9, it is a good website for daily puzzles. So that's very good exercise to develop your logical thinking. It will be helpful for your LRDA portion as well as your, in general, your thinking skills. That will be there. Okay? No, I have right now trying to do 15 algebra with 15 arithmetic. Is it the right approach? Yes, that's sufficient. See, Nebula, consistency is very much required. Consistency is a good thing. Number of questions doesn't matter much. You can try to increase as much as possible, which is possible for you, but don't make it a overburden, right? It should not be burden for you. But regularity is very much required. Ashwin, I didn't start my preparation yet. Can you suggest me how to start my preparation? Yes, Ashwin, if you have not taken your classes earlier in the earlier batch, so you can shift and you can start with the current flow, right? Whatever flow is going on in the classes, in your live classes, go with that. So that will be helpful. and side by side try to cover those things which you may have missed. ठीक है ना? So that you will be able to do that, and you will be able to do that. There's not any difficulty. There's not any iota of doubt. ठीक है? But you need to start, right? If you will not start, then you will not be able to do. But if you will start, then yes, it is possible. Certainly possible. So I have started giving mocks, and I have noticed one thing about my preparation. If I have bad iler, it severely affects my performance in the quant section. No, Soham. See, the order of the sections in CAT is fixed, right? Order of the sections, that what section will come first, what will come afterwards, what will come afterwards, that order is already fixed. So it is not your choice that first I wish to attempt this section and then this section. No, it is not your choice in CAT. ठीक है ना? So you need to prepare your mind accordingly, right? Your mental makeup should be there. Okay, fine. So we shall stop here. Thank you everyone for joining, and yes, we will be meeting very soon in any further live batch also, and those who are already joined in any of our batches, you certainly keep seeing me regularly, frequently. So we shall stop here. Thank you once again for your active participation. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Okay, and if there is any more question or query, you can certainly write in the chat only, or in our website. You can check the email and connect there. Thank you. Piyush Singh had a doubt with 4% Venn diagram. Ask in the class, Piyush, there, right? We have a 4 diagram Venn diagram class, I think in next week. You are in batch 2, you said, right? In batch 2, we are going to have class next week. So you can discuss it there. Okay. So on your screen again, you have the details of our last batch. So if any of you is interested, you should certainly go for that. Thank you once again. So I am ending this live stream at this point.